Hello, Potato. Sure, our Advent calendar adventure is over for the year. We've opened all the little boxes. If somehow you're watching this video and haven't watched those videos and want to watch those videos, there is the Adventures Assemble 2023 playlist, which contains all 24 Advent calendar videos. But while our annual Advent adventure has come to another end, we do still have the issue of it being Sunday. Yeah, it's Christmas Eve, but it's Sunday, and I usually do a video on Sundays. So I was thinking, what could I do today? Yeah, I could do like a breakfast time, but I really haven't seen any particularly interesting holiday cereals this year that don't seem an awful lot like ones I've done before. And then I remember that back at the beginning of the month, I did get a couple promo kits from Lego that I haven't put together yet. Normally I'm hesitant to put together promo kits if I don't have a spare, and I don't have a spare. But you know what? It's Christmas Eve, and we need to open ourselves up a little present a little early. So today we're putting together not one, but two promo kits, because they're both kind of small. We're doing kit 40604, the Christmas Decor set. You get 3 little Lego tree baubles. Those will be fun. And 40603, the Wintertime Carriage ride, which I think will look wonderful in the holiday village. Not quite sure where I'll put it, but I will figure something out. It'll get in there somewhere. It's definitely a different design than anything else I've seen them do in the past. Got these very kind of, I'm guessing those must be from like a Disney Friends set initially. But the carriage is an interesting design. I mean, that connector looks very similar to like what we've seen in the past on Gandalf's carriage, and I think I have one in the village now that I usually have laden with presents that kind of looks similar to that connection. But the carriage is a very, very different design than anything I've done from them before. So yeah, we're gonna do 2 different kits. They're both under 200 pieces. I figured we'd do them both just one after the other. No reason to like stop in between them. They shouldn't take very long. We know the manuals aren't going to have QR codes on the front because they are promo kits. And for some reason those never do. I don't understand why they do it that way. I might suspect it's something to do with registering your set for the 20 points through the app. But you could still have the QR code and not have them register through the app. I don't just make them ineligible, but because they're still in there, you can still say that you have them. You just don't get points for them. But yeah, that's what we're doing today. So I think we'll start with the baubles, and then we'll move into the carriage. I think despite being the, slightly smaller, no, this is a bigger kit. I'd say despite being the slightly smaller kit, it might take longer, but it's actually the bigger kit. But I still think it'll take longer because it's going to be like all fiddly bits. All right, I guess not all fiddly bits. It's going to be a fair number of fiddly bits, so the actual base core looks like it'll be pretty. These are taped. These aren't thumb punch boxes. That's nice. I mean, I'm probably not going to keep them. I've largely gotten out of the habit of keeping my Lego boxes. I say largely. It still happens sometimes. But I'm guessing they aren't numbered. There's 3 bags, but yeah, they're not numbered. And that is fine. So, how many steps are there to this? 13, I'm guessing 13 for each bauble. So yeah, like 39 steps. And, just for fun, I don't know how much of it'll be on camera, but if you want to take bets, oh, there goes Elastigal already. If you want to take bets over which of the Disney Doorables will fall over during this video, go ahead and do so, because yeah, they are just an absolute nightmare to keep standing up. And if they fall during the video, I'm not going to fix them. So take your bets as to who's going to fall over now, and then we'll move into the fast forward and build us some holiday Lego. And there we are, nice and quick. Lego kits 40603 and 40604, the Wintertime Carriage Ride and the Christmas Decor set are both completed. Now, sadly, in the Carriage, we did have my one of my favorite things, the folded up instruction manual. Always love to see that. It's up there with stickers and strings you have to tie onto things, but that actually comes to the baubles here, which don't have strings. They actually have these interesting loops. I'm guessing these must be from like the Dots series. I haven't used these loops for them. I'm assuming they must be from the Lego Dots, which I guess is discontinued now. I don't know. I guess the Harry Potter one was supposed to be the last one. This was a very, very repetitive build. You just basically build the same thing 3 times. There's just some very minor differences. But I think the end results are quite nice. They look good on the tree. I wouldn't mind. They should do more like this. I know they have the gingerbread cookies ornaments this year. I didn't get those. But these actually look quite nice. I think will look very effective up on the tree. Now, as for the carriage itself, it's very long. It's a very long set. I mean, for only 2 characters, not even side by side, because it's wide, but they've definitely sacrificed detail, or rather, they've sacrificed kind of usability for detail, because it's very nice. I love how they've really gotten a nice swoop going here for Lego, which, you know, not always the easiest thing to do with bricks. Sadly, the carriage the carrot rather, does not fit in the back of the carriage. Quite right. I gotta turn this light on for this. It's gonna glare off the Lego sign, but we'll deal. There we go. Yeah, carrot doesn't really fit in there, unfortunately. But it's always nice to have a horse. I don't have many horses. I think all the horses I have, I think I have a couple. Yeah, I know I have a couple like Lone Ranger ones, but otherwise, I think they're all like Winter Village things, and they generally all pushing things. And that's actually one interesting thing I noticed when putting this together that sets us apart from other, like I have from probably 10 or dozen years ago, a sleigh ride that's kind of a similar concept, 2 people in the back, horse, but it's a sleigh instead of a carriage. And that one comes with a whip, and a lot of these sets where somebody's pulling something else used to come with whips, and I see now he has no whips, no reins. He has no way of controlling that horse whatsoever. And I'm assuming that has to do with the, you know, not glorifying abusing animals, but it does beg the question of how he is exerting any will over that horse. Maybe they have a psychic bond. So the minifigures, only the girl here has a second face. I guess only her hair covers her entire face. Otherwise, the both of the male characters only have single faces, which I get it for him. He's wearing a top hat. He's not, you know, that doesn't cover the back of his head. And also, I'm pretty sure that's a reused Santa Claus print for the face. I'm pretty sure at least one of my Santas has that face, and just the beard covers it. But the boy here, his back of his head's equally covered as the girl, but he doesn't get a second face. He just gets the one. Maybe they're afraid the freckles would be too visible, or I guess stubble. I guess that's supposed to be stubble. He's not shaved. I know the feeling. I don't tend to shave if I don't have to either. All right. But I guess this way, they can be holding hands while they ride. Just whoever sits backwards can't see where they're going. But actually, the carriage is pretty big. You really can't see where you're going out the front anyways. All you can see is out the side. Yeah, I feel like I have a connection similar to this in some other sets. This one might be a little bit more advanced. I saw somebody online had built one with like a double hinge up here that really made it move more realistically. And again, this has to be some Disney Friends, Fairy Friends stuff for these wheels. I don't know what this came from. I definitely don't have anything like that in any sets I've done thus far, so that makes this interesting as well. But yeah, it's a nice carriage. It's very big. It's like, this carriage is probably the same size as the bus that I have in the village. I don't know what the bus came with. The bus must have come, I'm sure it's too big to have been a promo kit. The bus must have come from, I think the mail truck was a promo kit. I don't know. I mean, I could go look it up in the Lego Builder app and look at the Winter Village sets and see where the bus came from, but I feel like it was it came with a building. But yeah, this is probably as long as, that tends to be, the more detailed you get, generally, the more space it's going to take up. So you do always have that challenge of detail versus like actually fitting into a display properly. Because really, I don't think it's much shorter than my city bus for the spring set. But I like it. I'm happy for it. Happy with it. I'm happy for it too. It should be proud of itself. I wish I had like a spare to keep in the box, but I don't. And I don't really foresee getting one. Because I don't think they're doing these anymore. And I mean, if they were, I don't have the money to just go and blow another 150? I think it was at the $150 mark. I think these were like 70 and those were 150. And my wife insisted that we get them. Literally, my wife insisted we get these. I was gonna give them a pass. As much as I like them, I was gonna give them a pass, but my wife insisted we pick them up. And so we did. Plus I have stuff to build for future videos now, as if I didn't already have, like, between the two of us, literally 50 sets around this house that we haven't built, and most of them are mine. There are maybe 20% of hers. Most of them are legitimately mine. But hey, you know, in the cold of winter after Christmas, especially when I go to set up the spring display again, my new section, if you look at the pictures on @devoidofIntelligence on Instagram, you can see that I have set the village up differently this year because we've moved it. We swapped where our coffee bar was with where my Lego display was. And amazingly, we kind of both lost space. I lost space from the Winter Village anyways. Definitely lost a foot or two of space there, but I ended up with kind of more depth to work with overall. And the coffee bar definitely lost space as well. But which sadly means a lot of the kimchi kawaii stuff doesn't really fit on it at the moment, but we'll work that out somehow. But for the rest of the displays, I think I've actually gained a little bit of space. So I think I can do a second row of modular buildings, which means the 3 or 4 modular buildings I have around here that I haven't put together, I can put together. And I'm definitely going to get the History Museum. Not sure when, not sure how, but I definitely will be getting the Natural History Museum because I was going to take something out of the village or out of the display to make room for that. Anyways, I'm rambling now. It's all these Christmas spirits that have just infected me, intoxicated me. I mean, it's only half a drink, but anyways, I think that will wrap this up. This is our Christmas Eve video. There will be a video tomorrow for Christmas Day. We will do our annual Christmas tacos video, and that'll sort of be that'll go in the Adventures Assemble playlist when I've put it up. But this is just gonna be a normal Lego video, which I don't know why I'm telling you that. You already know. Oh, and for the record, for those of you keeping track, the only characters that fell down during the build, and yeah, I moved some before I started building just because I needed space down here for the manuals. The only characters that fell over were Fear and Minnie Mouse. So if you were betting, those are your winners. So that's it. 2 little Lego builds, and now we do have to go and face the rest of our Christmas Eve. I hope you have a good and safe Christmas Eve if you celebrate, and even if you don't celebrate, I hope you have a good and safe rest of your day. And I thank you for watching. Hope that you will like and subscribe. Give me a Christmas present and subscribe to this channel. And I will see you in the next video.